Hari Om to everyone. Okay, so before we start with today's story, does anybody know the significance of today? Many of might have heard of the holiday that the government has given or the noise in the street. Any idea? Megha? Yeah?
Rama, Ram idol Prana Pratishtha.
Exactly. So today is the opening of the Rama Mandir, right? In Ayodhya.
Today at 12:20, the deity of Sri Ram was installed.
Exactly. So today is a really significant day for many reasons. So let's understand what is really so special about it. If you haven't seen, this is a picture of the temple in construction. It's not fully done yet, but this is how it looks as of now. So what is so special about it? Why has the government given a holiday? That's not a small deal, right? So this is a really controversial topic, and many people believe in many different views. But essentially, what happened was many years ago, almost in the 17th century, in the Rama,
Mughal Zara.
sorry,
Mughal Zara.
yeah, around the Mughal era. So around that time, the mandir of the Ram Bhumi place, the Mughals came and built a mosque on top of that, and this caused a lot of turmoil and a lot of problems. And ever since then, 17th century, as in like 1600, so that's almost 600 years from now. So ever since then, there has been some or the other fight, and there has been a lot of controversy, and it's a really detailed topic. But essentially, this has what has happened. So there has been lot of fighting between the Hindus and the Muslims, and finally, recently it came till the Supreme Court, and recently the Ayodhya temple was granted to build the Ayodhya in Ayodhya. They were granted to build a temple, and so this was a huge deal because after hundreds of years, imagine for fighting for hundreds and hundreds of years, finally getting to attain what you wanted. It's a really big deal for many and hundreds of devotees, and not even hundreds, millions and millions of devotees around the world, around the country. So that's why it's such a big deal for everyone, and it's given so much importance and so much, you know, like a holiday was given. So the what is so special about Rama that they wanted to build a temple, and they wanted to fight for his to worship him for hundreds of years. You might be asking this question, right? What is so special about Rama? So the best way to understand what was so special about Rama is through his life story, which is told about in the Ramayana. So Ramayana basically means the journey of Rama. Rama, Ayana. Ayana means journey. So Ramayana, the journey of Rama, is a huge story. It has many little stories within it. But to condense it into a very short story, essentially what happens in the Ramayana is that Rama is the son of a really powerful king in Ayodhya, but through some foul play, he is banished into the forest for many years along with his wife. And his brother Lakshmana, he loves his brother Rama a lot. So he joins Sita and Rama in this exile in the forest for many years. And many things happen in this forest. He goes through many bumps, and there are many monsters and many other things that happen in this story. But essentially, the main story and the most important one of all of these stories is the fight between Rama and Ravana. So towards the end of Ramayana, the Ravana, a really strong and really powerful king of Sri Lanka, he spots Sita, and he kidnaps her, and he takes Sita to his own kingdom. So and Rama does not sit still, even though he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have a kingdom. He doesn't have an army, and he has to face this one of the most powerful kings in the whole world. He faces him with all the power he can, because that's how much he loves his wife. So what he does is he takes the monkeys, or they call themselves the vanaras. So he takes all of them and he fights against Ravana. So he takes them and he crosses the ocean and he goes to Ravana and he fights against him. So he fights for his wife. So what is so special about this fight between Rama and Ravana? Can anyone tell me what they think is so special about this fight in one line?
Hmm, because I know exactly what you're talking about, Aditya. Because it is all this very same statement. I think this entire slide was posted in Prajna Jyoti quiz circle at least few days before this, and they were preparing for the Ramayana quiz. This fight between Rama and Ravana is happening inside us too.
Exactly. So many of you might assume. So when I was a child, I never thought about the fight between Rama and Ravana. So for me, it was just a story that was being told, right? So many of us might assume the same thing. This is just a, sorry, 1 second. So many of us might assume that this is simply just another story that's being told to me, and there's nothing really special about it, right? For many stories across the Hindu culture, they have a deeper meaning and they actually have a lot of truth within them. So similarly for Ramayana, the fight between Rama and Ravana, what is so special about it? Just rightfully, as Ritvik said, this fight is just not some fight that's happening in a story that happened many hundreds of years ago. It's a fight that's happening within me right now. So how can we understand this? What does that really mean that the fight is happening within me? So in the fight between Rama and Ravana, we can see that there are mainly two entities. There's Rama who embodies a person of truth, of honesty, of many of all positive qualities that you can think of, strength, of love, of kindness. So there's on one side there's Rama who embodies all of these positive qualities, and on the other side there's Ravana who embodies a person of dishonesty, of hatred, of evilness. So this fight between Rama and Ravana is essentially a fight between good and the evil. So that's what this final in the end of the story, this fight happens between good and evil. And Rama, he puts a lot of effort and he fights with all his might, and finally he kills Ravana. It takes him many tries, and Ravana is not an easy person to kill. He has 10 heads, and he has a boon that makes him really almost impossible to kill. So but Rama still puts in so much effort and kills Ravana. So this shows us that the good finally wins no matter what. But how can we see that in within us? Let's take for example, my teacher tells me to do some homework. I generally don't like homework at all, because why would I want to do homework when I can make him play something, or I can do something better? So when I'm faced with a situation like my teacher tells me to do homework, I have two choices. I can either not do the homework and go the next day to school and lie to my teacher and say I didn't do the homework because, and give some excuse. Let's say because I was busy with some puja or something in my house. Or I can be honest about it. I can do the homework and I can understand why the teacher is giving me homework and see how it's helping me, and I can do the homework. So these two choices I have represent Rama and Ravana. The one where I choose to do the homework honestly and see how it helps me, that's the way someone like Rama would have done it. But the other one where I lie to my teacher and I say, oh, I didn't have time, or I had something else. That's something a person like Ravana would do. So any situation in life we face, so this homework is just a simple example. You can apply this anywhere. Any situation in our life we have the two choices. We have the choice of going through the good way or the evil way. So the Rama or the Ravana. So this fight that we hear about in the story is just not some fight that happened. It's something that's happening within me. So this is what the significance of Dasara is also. So Dasara shows us that it's to help, it's to remind us and teach us that this story of Ramayana is not just a story, but it's something that we can take from, that we can learn from. So it's something that's happening within me at this very moment. So this fight between good and evil is always happening within me today at this moment. But who really wins at the end? It's the good, because at the end of the story we see that Rama wins, right? So whenever we take the better choice or the one that helps others, that's the choice that will help me and help everyone around me, and that's the choice that will take me to success. That's essentially what this entire story of Ramayana tells us. It has many messages, but this is one of its most integral and most important messages. So that's what's one thing that's really important that we can learn from Rama. Anyone has any questions related to what I shared? Okay, all right. Then would anyone like to share their understanding or anything else they would like to say about this? Okay, let's go one by one. Shreyas, would you like to share?
Aditya, actually, I was not there in the first part as I went out, so I'll see the recording and post it in the group because I
But
was.
but you were there towards the end, right? Where I was talking about the fight between Rama and Ravana, and that's happening within us.
Yes.
So
So
could you share about that?
so like there'll be some to take real life. If we take, like, if some diseases happen, so inside our bodies the blood cells fight like that, but there'll always be a feeling inside us. If there is something wrong in us, the type of the good thing will come and fight it. Like, that's what I understand.
Okay, okay. So you're saying, but it's not only like a physical thing. It's not only about our blood cells, right? It's something that's happening in our own head, in our own mind.
Yes.
So through emotions, so good emotions or bad emotions,
Yeah.
right? Is that clear?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Shreyas. Um, Megha, would you like to share your understanding?
I could only say one thing.
Yeah,
Honesty is the best policy.
yeah, true. So being honest is the best way in anything, in any situation, right? So
Yes.
that's what Rama embodied. He was a person who was extremely honest, and eventually that brought him to be victorious. Thank you, Megha. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Thank you. Akshat, please.
I had actually joined a bit late, so I heard the last few points, and I actually thought about it because I joined late because that Rama and Ravana that is happening inside me. That is why I joined late. I understood.
Could you tell a little more? I didn't understand.
The class is on 7 o'clock, right? I joined late because I understood that. I just now, as you told that, I understood that because Rama and Ravana, that thing was happening even inside me. I joined late.
Okay,
I
so
was.
the Ravana in you made you join late. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I was playing in the laptop and I was trying to join within, and then the type was happening.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really good example. So we get lost doing things, or we tend to play, right? So you also had a Rama choice and a Ravana choice. You could have chosen to lie to me and say I was doing puja in my house, but now you're honest, so you chose to be a Rama. So today you embodied Rama within you, right? Thank you, Akshat. Anything else you would like to share?
No.
Thank you. Really nice. Ritvik, would you like to share something?
Nothing.
Nothing? Anything anything you understood from what I shared? Would you like to summarize it in a few lines?
Basically, it is a fight that is good and evil inside us, and good will always win.
Exactly, yeah. Thank you. Panaga, would you like to share?
Actually, I couldn't attend it till 7:20. So
Okay.
yeah, I did not hear the story.
Okay, it's fine, no problem. You can watch the recording later. Raghavi, would you like to share what you understood?
Yeah, so basically I understood that we have to be diligent and determined in doing whatever we're doing, and that we shouldn't procrastinate, because when we procrastinate, we just push forward work, which feeds into the Ravana of it, being lazy. So when we're doing our work on time, we are being true to ourselves. So we're just bringing out the Rama out of us.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Um, Sanvi, would you like to share something? Sanvi? Okay, I don't think Sanvi, can you hear me? Okay. Snigdha, would you like to share something?
I actually joined a bit late, so I couldn't hear what he said.
Okay, no problem. Anyone else who would like to share something? Okay then. Thank you. Let's end it here. Hari Om.